Self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, this is QEDUpWaiting here, bringing you Game 2 between Suipr, spawning here at the, 2 o'clock position on Metalopolis, and spawning in close air at the 1 o'clock position is QEDUpWaiting. Suipr saying that these are good games, UpWaiting saying he doesn't like meta, definitely not his choice in map. Obviously, digging that UpWaiting won the first match, Suipr got to pick the second map here. So this will be interesting to see how this happens. You might try and do the Marine King Pie move and just uplift and drop down the gold here. That could always be an option. But it doesn't look like he's doing that. It looks like it will be a standard map. Bit of friendly banter there happening between the both of them. Suipr told him that's why I picked it, because most Terrans do not like Metalopolis. I, for one, don't really like it either. Particularly since I just don't like the fact that they can come from both directions, really. Terran's not too bad, I don't think, because you can once you get map controls here and here, you can see if any run buys are going to happen your way, because particularly if they spawn from these two positions, then you've got to worry about the air position from Metalopolis. But you never spawn here because it's quick rush positions, I believe. So you'll never spawn across positions here. You'll just be spawned there or there. So it's not the worst map. I definitely think there is worse, but it's not the best either. So the Overlord's going out now to find out where UpWaiting is hiding. He didn't send an Overlord across air first, which is quite surprising because Crosshair is the closest position to scan with an Overlord to send, and the Overlord will reveal all the information needed straight up by sending him over that way. Sending him across map like he has takes a lot longer than waiting for the drone to go there. I think they'll actually probably reach there in the same time. Whereas by sending an Overlord straight that way, you can find out whether he is spawned there before you can drop your first hatchery. But the first hatchery is down now. UpWaiting will scout the right direction straight up, so it's very, very nice for him. He will know exactly what's going on very early here. You'll see that there is a hatchery down straight away, no delay. You'll notice that there is just droning and there's no spawning pool, but there is a gas coming up. Nope. Suipr actually delayed the spawning pool on purpose, in case UpWaiting decided to do a scout. He delayed the spawning pool. Very nice move from there and very shifty by Suipr. Trying to metagame his opponent very nicely. I'm very impressed by that play. I'm very impressed by both of these players this time. Unfortunately, Suipr lost the first one just because he engaged without fully knowing what was behind that line there. He felt he had enough, but he just didn't, and gave away all the advantage he had by having UpWaiting contained on the 3 bases he was on. He should have kept expanding and waiting for UpWaiting to move out and then try and flank. Instead, he pushed into a very defended position. But this is metagaming and a half here, dropping that spawning pool only once he was sure the scout left the area. But it's still here though, the SUV, and it will now get surrounded by the drones and taken out. So Suipr's denied UpWaiting any kind of scouting on any idea when this spawning pool's up and when any lings will be on the map. Obviously, so maybe try and encourage some kind of bunker push or something like that. Reactor Hellions look like to be the way to go again by UpWaiting. So it worked last time, let's try it again. Though he didn't actually do any damage with the Reactor Hellions last time. I guess he feels that he might be able to get him over here a lot quicker now that he knows what he's scattered where it is and be able to spawn a bit quicker. But these Marines are going to take the map position here and will know that these lings are out. Unfortunately, that means they won't be able to deny the lings scouting what is up here, which is kind of what UpWaiting would have rather have done. As these lings are now coming out, they're going to gain map control. So kind of a lot of lings by Suipr. This is why he hit it. You want to make sure nothing's out to prevent any kind of bunker or cheese. And so he hit that there was this many lings here in the first place. And they will scout that there's Hellions out. He's even got more lings coming now. UpWaiting would have seen all this and realised that there's a lot of lings on the map. If he hits those, if he starts attacking the front here, he can do a lot of damage because there's actually nothing to stop him chewing away at these supply depots. Obviously he's checking to make sure there's no baneling nest up, which there isn't yet. It's being built, but it's not up yet. So he's going to go for a baneling bust of some description, which could work quite well here because that ling can just keep attacking. There's nothing to stop him attacking. Hellions are coming out, but whether they'll be out in time, I'm not sure. Tech Lab is out. Baneling nest is completed. So has he got enough gas to start? No, he's starting speed first. So missed timing on this baneling bust here. He didn't start speed in time. He's had to use his gas to start speed. These Hellions are coming out to find out where these lings are, and he did spot the banelings being built. Unfortunately, this means these Hellions are going to do a lot more damage than they need to do. I don't know if you saw that those banelings were being built, but he's luring the Hellions away at the moment, which is a very nice move from Suipr. These banelings now are going to morph completely uncontested, and they're going to head. Will these Hellions get these banelings in time, or will they cause enough damage? They're heading up this ramp. Oh, he's managed to damage the supply depot, but not enough to take it out. an SCV pool will save the day. So a bad start by Suipr. His bailing bust did not work, unfortunately, due to the fact that UpWaiting did do some choice scans there and found out what those links were doing. Maybe his map control here he had. Lucky for him, he had that map control. He knew it was coming. Dead parts of Marine. Oh, poor Marine. Eaten alive by lings. So many lings just ate alive. But mainly because he had that scanning information. He knew there was so many lings hitting up that something was going on. So all that metagame from Suipr to hide that spawning pool, not let it be known that it was there, failed in the end. And now he's going to know that Marines are up there. He's going to know there's a lot more Hellions out. He's going to start wondering, you know, obviously that these Hellions know that he's here and why. He needs to bring these back. His speed's just hit, so he can outrun the Hellions now. He needs to bring these back, let them regenerate their health. They're not much good to him toasted and marshmallowed. The expansion is coming up from UpWaiting, which is pretty bold considering he knows that there's a Baneling Ling all in. They will run straight into these Hellions though, unfortunately. Again, he needs to get rid of that map. He needs to get rid of that Marine on that tower. Give him all the information he needs. That's the only thing holding Suipr back from being able to do so much more damage here. It's the fact that he cannot get that information he needs. He has got an evolution chamber coming down now, and the Roach Warren is up, so he can push out the Roach Warren. Roaches if he needs to do a 2 base Roach. He has got, what's that, 2 evolution chambers coming. Block off them from getting into the drones. Queen here will fall by the looks of it as these drones are running. The Queen will sacrifice her life for the drones who are now running away. First of the Roaches have popped. These Hellions must know they're on borrowed time now if Roach is out. One Roach though will not be enough to take out all these Hellions. It will be enough to scare them off as more Roaches are popped. Spinecrawler is up. I thought I clicked on that to the evolution chamber. Also, it must be. I thought it was a bit small. Spinecrawler is up. Evolution chamber is up, and this area is now protected, so the drones get back there. For a map that Terran hate, UpWaiting's doing a very good job of holding it at the moment and keeping the Zerg on 2 bases. He's got some more Banelings morphing up here. He may sneak these around. I think he went the long way. That's preventing Suipr from getting information that they even existed. He has got a siege tank up, but it won't cover this base. This base could cover a lot of damage if he's not careful, as these Hellions are moving out again. This time will be the time that I need to run straight in here, straight in this mineral line, and try and get some damage done back. He's lost a lot of lings, and Suipr needs to do his damage back. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right too, Suipr. I guess we'll find out when he comments on my YouTube and tells me I said it wrong, as most do. Let's see if Suipr can do the damage he needs. He's got this bad stuff here. He needs to push in now. These Hellions are out of position by a long way, and there's only more and more Hellions. So he's going to go the mech build again. Lots of factories being built, armory being built. But these Banelings need to come in now and do the damage. All these Hellions are at the front of this base. They will not get past these Roaches though. The Roaches will defend here quite nicely. They will be able to get in there and get some drone kills if they push in, if the drones don't run away fast enough. Obviously sets them onto mining, they'll be right. Yes, they're moving in now, just stay away. He needs to stay away from where the tanks are. Move those Banelings away, don't let those Banelings get... Oh, he has moved away from the tank range, and he's wasted 1 on SCV there. He's going to get all these SCVs, so very nice counter there from Suipr. Very nice indeed. He needs to fall back now as his Hellions are coming back to do some damage. They will target those Banelings down, and they're going to end up running straight into the Roaches if they're not careful. The Roaches did fall back. They were going to follow for a while there, but I think they fell back to the side. That was a wiser move. He has denied mining from here and took out some SCVs. So we bring up how many SCVs were killed. I believe that is Control R. 9 workers were killed by Suipr then. A very nice move. It was a way to try and catch back for all those lings that have been killed by those damn Hellions that have been floating around the map. And denied mining and caused him to lift one of the bases. So definitely was being a thorn in UpWaiting's side. It's very nice. So the supply of UpWaiting though is still higher than Suipr. Suipr needs to catch up with that supply battle. He's now dropping his 4th and 5th, so he now believes he has enough control to do that. His Overlord will also see that this is coming. Probably could have dropped some creep there and slowed this down a lot more. As it would take a while for something to come out here to actually shoot that down. So a bit of creep spread would have been very, very nasty here. Very annoying and very nasty. Nice move would have done it too, because I said the only thing that could have shot that down at the moment that UpWaiting has is nothing. There's nothing that could have shot that down except for that 1 Marine. So it would have denied that expansion for quite some time, so Thor's aren't even built yet. But at least Suipr knows that this base is here, which will force these Hellions to come in and you have to guard it. Unfortunately, as I said, he's got nothing to shoot down the Overlord. So Overlord will be able to see exactly what goes on there at all times. These lings are going to guard here for any Hellion run bys from that direction. Roach is going to push that way, so he's going to push in from that side of the map. I don't think he would have seen that. They would have been just out of range of this Zelnaga tower, which is very nice. These 4 lings here will be spotted by this Marine. He needs to take rid of that Zelnaga tower. He's giving way too much information on what's going on. These Hellions are moving out, probably to deal with the fact that he saw those 4 Hellions. What he didn't realise, there's a lot more Hellions, there's a lot more Zerglings than that. And Roaches are in here as well. He's going to send the Roaches first this time. Very wise move, as he knows there's Hellions there. And that's the one thing that Hellions cannot deal with, are all these Roaches. So the Roaches will come in here and they will force back all these Hellions, which will then give the chance for Lings to come in. It's a very nice move from Suipr there. Very, very nice indeed. He used the Roaches just to make sure that the Zerglings could get in. They need to fall back now though. The Hellions are swooping around to try and target down those Zerglings a bit better, but this command center will fall before it becomes a planetary and everything. So will all those Hellions. So he's managed to keep the Terran back on 2 bases. More Hellions are coming up, but that's not what UpWaiting needs in this battle, and these Roaches are just going to keep carving up Hellions left, right, and centre. They will be sacrificial now. They will not outrun everything here, but he will keep targeting the Hellions, bring the Hellion count down nicely, and force UpWaiting to have to rebuild all those units. His overlord will finally fall, but the 3rd has been denied, which is a very nice move from Suipr, and he can now continue to drone up his 4th and 5th, which is what he will be doing, I believe. Let's see if he's yep, he's got 4 drones coming. I believe there are more drones coming very shortly, and he'll just drone up at his 4th and his 5th. Well, sorry, his 3rd and his 4th. I keep thinking there's a 4th there somewhere. And his 3rd and his 4th, and establish them up a lot better. Base now being rebuilt by UpWaiting, which will slow down his economy a fair bit compared to what Suipr will be getting shortly. There's one reason why Terran hates that. He's just so open for run-bys from every direction. It's like one huge run-by track, and you need to position siege tanks everywhere to defend against it. If you look at what tech that Suipr's got, he's got his evolution chambers researching. Only just researching 2 now, which will keep him up to date with what, keep him above what UpWaiting has with his mech at the moment. He's more researching in range than for attack. So far, still only the Roach Infestation Pit though. He got the Infestation Pit out last time, but didn't use it, I don't believe. So he's got Infestation Pit again. Let's see if he uses it. There is some Hellion run-by happening here, I believe. They will deny those couple of drones that were at that base, and now they're going to head up to this base, but he will run into the Roach Force guarding. Evolution Chamber coming up here as well, so an Evolution Chamber coming up in several different places, obviously to try and catch out the Hellions, get them trapped. So he will start droning heavily on this base now. These Hellions will take this tower as well, giving UpWaiting nice control of the map and the middle of the map. So, only thing that's really missing here is a Mutalisk harass. It would be nice to see it again from Suipr, as it's one thing UpWaiting does, he doesn't defend well against Mutalisks. All his Thors are leaving. He's got no Marines and no missile turrets up at all. I don't even know if he's got an engineering bay up to put missile turrets up. He must, because he was putting one up earlier. Yeah, he has got an engineering bay up, and he needs to put some more missile turrets up, because if a Mutalisk swarming came in now, all those SCVs would fall very, very quickly. Which would be very unfortunate. Hellions again going to deny any mining happening at this hatchery. When this Roach pops, he'll scare a lot of them away. He's still managed to get his 3rd mining though. He just can't get any mining out of 4th at the moment due to these Hellions being just a plain old nuisance. Maybe if he gets his Roaches lined up here to prevent them a bit better, make them scare him off a bit more. But at the moment he's going to pretty much just wait and see what happens. Let those Hellions chase this Roach into more Roaches. As soon as he's going to push out with this and just scare those away again as he re-drones, I believe. Now he's going to build some more Roaches from there. Then he'll probably get back into re-droning. That base is just not getting far at all. Neural Parasite coming up. On the Infestors, a very different move from Suipr here. Neural Parasite obviously wants to Neural Parasite a lot of those Thors, get them firing on their own units, get them firing on each other, get the tanks firing on them. Could be quite entertaining to see some Neural Parasites come out this game, as Bungle's not so good against mech. It can actually, probably can work alright if you can freeze all the Hellions in one place with him with Banelings. Can work quite nicely and stop the Hellions kiting all those Lings and target firing them all down. These Hellions will face a bunch of Roaches and will run. They're going to go and check that the gold is not occupied, which is probably a very wise move. Creep now being spread from Suipr, a bit delayed on the creep spread. He could have easily had this part covered by now, thus making it a lot quicker for his Roaches to catch up, but they do not have speed. Something which they're only researching now would come handy, quite handy in this situation. He's got +2 attack, as you can see by the glowing, the fact that the spines on the Roaches' backs are a lot more brighter and glowing. Again, he hasn't got anything up here defending. These swords are going to be out of position to defend against this push. The Roaches will have to fall back though, but they won't. They will fall back after they manage to deny a fair bit of mining again here. No, they will not targeting at all. They're targeting the Thors, who are actually coming in and preventing these Roaches from running. They need to run. These Thors, just a little too many Thors for these Roaches to handle. He has got a very nice force of Lings here to do a run by with later, but they won't get the run by. He did manage to deny a 4th base being built. But he hasn't been able to deny any mining yet, so Suipr will continue to mine quite nicely. These Lynx tried to do a run by, but the tanks were in a nice position to siege to cover up the run by, and they would have got up there too, so it would have been very unfortunate if they had. So there's not many SCVs up here to worry about. Most of these production units, Italians now going to look to push in again at the front. They're going to probably run straight into these roaches, and they will run straight to these roaches. But the roaches are on move command. They stop moving now, and they're going to start targeting the Hellions. These Hellions will fall because there's no response happening here. They're now going to try and run past. They're on roaches on creep though, are a bit faster, and speed has finished, so the roaches will keep up at all times. Ooh, not good. There are raw roaches spawning. Will they spawn in time? I don't think they will. These drones will fall, unfortunately, for Suipr. Toasty drones. So many hits. Oh no, they're all lined up. So many drones dying to these Hellions. Even though these speedy roaches came to save the day, they were a bit too late. Let's push them up waiting now. The Thors ran on the creep and then decided to run away. They said, oh, I'm not dealing with that mess. A little bit too much hard for me to deal with. Some roaches up here would have been very nice in that situation, taking out a lot of those Thors before they could have had a chance to retire. Still hasn't able to get his fourth up though. He needs to probably restart building that or float over the base. He's overmined here. There's no point dropping mules. You're not going to get any more minerals out of this patch. It's way oversaturated. There's SCVs not even mining. They're just unbelievably just waiting. This push coming from Suipr though is quite strong, and it's burrowed. He's got burrowed movement, and he's got burrowed roaches. And if he can get these burrowed roaches underneath all these Thors, oh my god. The damage, he needs to bring them up now, and just, yes, beautiful work there from Suipr. He's just completely surrounded all these Thors, preventing any of them from attacking properly. They will lose those roaches, but he's slowed down this push quite nicely, and it's forced UpWaiting to turn around and head back. He needs to think of what's the better option to deal with all these Thors though. These roaches just aren't doing it. He has got more being built right now, another 8 being built now. What was it? Something unburrowed itself, I don't know what though. Oh, so he's got one infestor there burrowed. A couple of infestors burrowed. I'm not sure he's going to do with those infestors. A few neural parasites won't do too much unfortunately against this very large force heading towards his base. He needs to stop this though, Suipr. This is a very dangerous moment for him. It's another very large massive roach force. Very nice fungal there. Needs to bury these infestors again though. And a neural parasite, unfortunately, too much fire. The Thors are looking low on health, but not low enough. And it's going to be a very dangerous moment for UpWaiting here, for Suipr here. These Thors look like they're going to cause a lot of trouble. They're pushing him quite heavily. A scan to make sure there's nothing burrowed sneaking up on him. Corruptor's coming out again. I'm not sure why the Corruptor's come out at this point in the game. He hasn't got a hive up, I don't believe. He's got lair, but I don't believe he's got lair, but I don't think he's got hive. Greater Spire, I mean. No, he hasn't got a Greater Spire. He's got normal Spire, so the Corruptor's obviously a prelude. He actually has caused me in the base race situation though, with the roaches coming into the back. And these Thors being so slow moving, he can't return in time to deal with this. And these units here are going to deny all mining. He's actually going to start building more bases up here and be really annoying. These roaches are going to push in. They are going to take away all the mining from these bases, and it's going to become some sort of base race situation. A base race situation where Suipr does have the mineral incomes to support, as he will be able to deny, he'll leave his Thors on a merry chase. And one thing Thors don't have is speed. He'll be stuck on this one base, unable to do anything. And if he rushes up with enough roaches there, I reckon he could probably take out that siege tank before it does much at all. The Spire will fall again. I would have liked to see the Mutalisk harass. I feel it's a bit of a waste that there was no Mutalisk harass. Base coming up here now to help deny this base ever coming back down again. Too many Lings with a sword to handle, and the Thor will fall. So mining has been denied, and he knows that he's stuck on whatever it is here. UpWaiting is stuck with what's here, and that's it. Oh no. Unlucky at... This could be very bad. If that tank falls, that's all that's holding up, stopping these roaches pushing up this ramp. Now they'll push up now, try and take out some of these SCVs, slow down the economy of Suipr immensely. He will lose these roaches, but he has more Lings coming up now. Roaches are burrowing though. Very nice move here. They're burrowing to get away. Can't tell where this hatchery will spawn. This force of Thors is coming up here to deal with this hatchery up here, and the drones are running yet again. He hasn't got anything up to build anything though. They cannot build any units as of yet, which is very unfortunate because Suipr kind of needs units in order to do damage, and it looks like UpWaiting's going to get away with this. It's not much that Suipr can do at this moment. You'd think that this must be it. There's a lot of forces coming out here in this base situation. And there's no way that Suipr can get anything in the air. He needs to save some drones though. He's got the minerals to start to keep dropping hatcheries everywhere he wants to. But he needs to keep those drones alive. And here we go, they're moving them out again. He's dropping a spawning pool and another one there. He knows it's a long way for the Thors to run. And they'll keep getting distracted by taking on these units here. Might even leave that spawning pool alive if he's not careful, which would be a very bad move. No, he will scout that spawning pool. These roaches, I don't know how Suipr is going to get around this. It looks like it's going to be game over. He has got these burrowed roaches though. If they can take out that Thor, or even just generally be a nuisance, and he will get into the base here and can start attacking everything in this base. But UpWaiting is supply blocked, and he's not even building a center. He's just going to let everything die quite happily. I'd love to see another drone escape somewhere and do something, but unfortunately it looks like this is going to be game over for Suipr. He just can't go anywhere. He is going to try and run away some drones now, right into tank fire unfortunately. And needs to get some of these drones away as quick as possible. He has no drones anywhere. No, it looks like it's going to be game over for Suipr. I thought this was game 2, but I don't know what this is. Doesn't look good at all. Looks like UpWaiting is going to pull away with the win here. Yes, he doesn't seem to have a base, but somehow, yes, it looks like it is GG. And Suipr has fallen. Now, I thought that was game 2. I think that was actually game 3. So I must have casted game 2 first, and they'll send to me in the wrong order. So I'm sorry everyone, this is QEDUpWaiting. I'm out.